Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor, and welcome to Tudor Towers, where the roast beyond roast occurs. As you can no doubt hear, these wretched souls in the bowels of my dark obsidian empire being tortured and flayed within an inch of their life for their various transgressions. But they are not the current concern. Oh no. You have joined me to find out, as a consequence of the new series, HG Roasts, who is roast number 1. The first HG Roasts is on the horizon, and with all good roasts, they are preceded by an appetizer. And I am here, possessor of the chocolate tonsils, wielder of the silken tongue, and owner of the velvet voice, to tempt you, to entice you, and have you positively salivating at the prospect of the first roastie. Our roastie will be served up on a platter, ready for the furious, scathing wit of your glorious narrator to blaze across this individual, torching their hide of hypocrisy, burning the ingrained entitlement, and engulfing the narcissistic subject in a conflagration of righteous roasting. Pray, tell, who is our roastie? From whence did this individual crawl? What is their field of operation? Where do we find them? What do they do? All will be revealed, good listeners. For now, pin back those flapping ears of curiosity and see if you are able to work out who our inaugural roastie will be. The roastie was repeatedly recommended by good and upstanding viewers, doubtless sickened by the contrarian ways of this person, weary of the sickly sweet facade which layered over the hissy fits and veruca salt foot stamping. The roastie is female, but her behaviours are not that of a lady. Oh no, sirree. She is in the 2nd century of her life, so you might say that she's an oldie who pretends to be a goodie. She has been active in her arena for several decades, and is world famous, although is best known in her home country. Flay him there, yes, him with the large nose. No, to the left, that's it. Get him, nosy bonk. Yes, looking at me in a way that he ought not to do. He ought to recognise his betters. Excuse me, listeners, I'm just instructing some of my lieutenants to torture a particularly unpleasant, large-nosed individual lurking behind a rock in the bowels of the Tudor dungeons. Now, where was I? Oh yes, our roastie. As I sit in Tudor Towers, dispensing, of course, the world's best and unrivaled information about narcissism, our roastie sits in her ivory tower, dispensing false empathy, and giving the appearance of caring. But for all her apparent concern, she is no Rapunzel sat in that tower. This roastie thinks she's funny, but numerous people find her far from funny, and not just the ones who have to watch the sycophancy show which she has presented for many years. She has her finger in numerous business and media pies, and traded heavily on her exclusivity and tolerance, albeit this was clearly just a facade. as once the crust was broken, the pie beneath was empty, save for some foul offcuts. This roastie may well be engaging in bouts of self-congratulation amidst the chickens of authenticity in Monty Shit's show, and asking Oprah if her freshly baked muffin is ready to be eaten. Her alma mater is at the Big Easy, although for many of you, watching this individual over the last few years is more likely to invoke the Big Queasy. Who is this individual? Who is the first person that's going to find themselves roasted by yours truly? Let me know your guesses in the comments and see if you are correct, and our roastee will be along very soon indeed for you to listen to their exposure and roasting. And now, if you must excuse me, I must now go and choose the sapphire smoking jacket to match the sky on this most beautiful of days, and prepare myself in terms of organising the various red-hot pokers for insertion into the rears of some very naughty minions who need to feel the firm smack of HG government and some particularly brutal corrective devaluations. Be ready, listeners. The roast is on its way.